So I'm actually going to keep this one really, really short and sweet because you'll see why. Anyway, for those of you who've been following my channel for any period of time, you know that I do not do horror movies in any sense of word. I just don't do horror movies because, yeah, I just don't. And because I would rather laugh than get scared in any sense of the word. It's not my cup of tea. It's not how I roll. And yeah, it is what it is. So I'm going to get into this movie review, and I'm going to give you my thoughts on the Netflix movie from 2017, Veronica. But first of all, guys, let's roll that synopsis. Madrid, 1991. A teen girl finds herself besieged by an evil supernatural force after she plays Ouija with two classmates. As I said, guys, this movie came out in 2017. It is rated MA15+, and it is a horror movie. The duration is 1 hour and 45 minutes long. This is one of those movies, guys, that I have to say, I found it super random. I know you're going to be like, really? What? Are you kidding me? Someone actually basically blew this up on TikTok. I found out about it on TikTok, of all places, super random. And I watched the trailer on YouTube, but I researched it and did a bit of homework just to see what I was getting myself into. And basically, it was saying that most people, this is literally one of the scariest movies ever made. This is one of the, 1% of people were only the percentage of people who watched this. And that there's just, it's just an, extreme movie. It's too scary, full on. Okay, my thoughts on Veronica. One of the things about this film that stood out to me more than anything to do with this movie, guys, is the simple fact that it's literally one of those movies that the suspense is suspense driven, as in like the audio and the slow visuals lead up to a nothing, and then nothing happens. And most of the time it's just a person standing there like, oh, hey, I just want, do you know what I mean? Or a child or something like that. A lot of the movie is like that, guys. A lot of the movie is like that. Is this movie as scary as they said, as people are promoting it all over Twitter and everything like that? And, go check out Veronica on Netflix. In my opinion, this is my opinion, okay? This is my opinion. Veronica, the actor is played by a lady named
Sandra Escacina.
The girl who she plays, the girl Veronica, she plays this role of just a teenage girl, as it says in the synopsis, who played with a Ouija board, whatever. Now, there's a scene in this movie where something happens in a hallway and something is coming towards her. Now, the reason why I didn't find that scary in any sense of the word, and I mean, I did not find that scary at all, like literally not at all, is purely because of the fact that you knew who it was. Like, you literally knew who it was. Do you see the person's face? It's in the dark, but it's illuminated. I just was like, really? Really? Now, I have to say this about this, okay? There's a scene in the movie where she puts something under her bed, and then she says to a stuffed, colorful snake on top of her bed, look after this, make sure nothing happens to it. Yeah. I was like, that was so corny. That was so stupid and corny. You're talking to a stuffed animal. Now, it is based on a true story or true events of what the actual detective witnessed. Now, at the start of the film, nothing happens, guys. Literally nothing happens until like maybe 40 something minutes into the film. Literally, like seriously, it takes that long for anything to really happen in the film, which is ridiculous. The scene where at the very beginning, where they're like trying to hype the movie up, and it's one of those movies where the end is the beginning and the beginning is the end. Yeah, it's same. the detective walks in and he looks at it, he's like, oh, oh, and the music is like, what? It's like a wind up, like a build up, like, oh my God, you're going to see something gross, oh my God, you're going to freak out, and then nothing happens. You don't see anything. It cuts to her in bed, and then she wakes up, right? It's like a dream sequence. Now, what you do see, what the detective does see later on in the film, guys, I have to say seriously, the detective didn't see anything. The detective didn't actually see anything because the cameras, what the camera sees is the paranormal element of it, the demonic side of it. But then when the detective walks in the room, the camera angle flips so that we're seeing what he's seeing, and he actually, all he saw was her leaning backwards and her going, ah, like making a facial expression, right? Like literally. And he's like, oh man, like, oh, all this freaky stuff happened and whatever. And that was his view on the situation. You know what I mean? So basically the detective didn't actually see anything happen. He saw stuff falling off it was really, now, this is my view. I saw the movie The Exorcist, and I don't know how old I was. I have absolutely no idea. But that was my first ever encounter of paranormal movies, okay? So the benchmark for me with paranormal movies, and if you've seen The Exorcist, you'll understand what I'm saying right now. And no, I will never do a movie review on The Exorcist because stuff that. That's where my level is now. Like when I watch supernatural movies, The Exorcist for me was the benchmark, and it is the granddaddy of all horror films. I've seen Paranormal Activities, the one how I think they've made 5 of those movies now. I've seen that movie, but again, I have to admit that I was pretty freaked out by that, and I watched that on a laptop in broad daylight. I was like, holy moly. Like I said, I don't do horror movies. So the way I watched this, I was home alone today. I opened all the curtains, all the windows, I opened all the blinds and stuff, and which I don't ever watch movies like that. It's got to be nice and dark for me because my eyes are very sensitive. Long story. So I opened up all the curtains, all the blinds, or whatever, and then I watched it. Guys, I'm not joking you in any way, shape, or form. There is so much of nothing that happened in this film. Like literally, there is so much of nothing that happened in this film that I found myself just skipping a lot of scenes, just going fast forward because nothing happens. Like it's like and nothing happens. Like there's nothing at all. Now, when the paranormal side of the movie actually does kick in, it's literally shadows. Like literally, except for the fact I won't give it away. For those of you who have been following me for any period of time, I don't do spoilers in my movie reviews, okay? No spoilers come from me, guys, because I don't think spoilers are fair. In saying that, no, I'm kidding. I'm not going to do spoiler. Like I said, guys, the benchmark for scare movies, I don't do scare movies, but the benchmark for scare movies for me is literally, it is what it is, guys. In saying that, would I recommend this movie to you? No. Why? Because I think it's crap. The other thing is, and I'm glad I thought about this before I let you go, the other thing is, one of the biggest things about this movie that I found really, 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 really distracting, and I genuinely, authentically mean that, guys, I found this incredibly, incredibly distracting, was simply the fact that this is not an English spoken movie at all. You've got to read it. So, because of the fact that you've got to read it, and when you read, like it completely detaches. It really does. It detaches the horror element movie from the fact that you've got to read what's going on. And yes, while the paranormal element of the movie is happening, you don't actually see what's happening because you're too busy trying to read it. But while the paranormal, the symbolic elements of the movie are happening, she's not saying anything. So you do get a chance to watch that element of it, and the audio is like, whoa, it's creeping up on you and stuff like that. But guys, in my personal opinion, Veronica is not a scary movie. It really genuinely isn't, guys. But in saying it's not a scary movie, I wouldn't recommend you go and watch it because in my personal opinion, I just don't think I don't think horror is relevant. All film is subjective. All film is subjective, but I just don't feel, I authentically, genuinely don't feel that horror movies are relevant because they're horror movies. Like, it's just one of those things in life where some people really, really, really crave that scare factor because they just don't get the thrills from anything else. And so horror movies to them really are that element of just, they just want to be gripped by that. I personally am in no way, shape or form at any degree do I feel that way about movies. I just don't. It's just not my thing. It's not my cup of tea. I would I much prefer an action film over anything else. And like, give me an action film any day of the week. But the question is that I ask my audience, for those of you who have been following my channel for any period of time at all, you know exactly what I'm going to say right now. Does Veronica have the core element of its DNA that makes film, in my personal opinion, to watch it and then go back over and over and over? And it's something that I like to call, guys, in my personal opinion, for those of you who have been following my channel for any period of time know exactly what I'm going to say about this right now. Rewatchability. Does Veronica have rewatchability in its core DNA? And that, I say, in every sense of the word, guys, definitely not. No way. You would not go back and rewatch this film. The storyline is flat. The cinematography is pretty good. It is actually pretty decent cinematography. The editing is pretty decent. But just the direction of it, it's like, okay, you see it. But as I said to you, the lead up of what it actually becomes, of what they're really trying to paint the picture of in this movie, really isn't just, it just doesn't have that factor in it of The Exorcist. Now, for those of you who have seen The Exorcist, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. And would I recommend you go and see The Exorcist? Definitely not. Because it is the granddaddy. It really, really, really is the granddaddy of now, okay, all right, I'm going to be fair. If every single one of you guys that watch this movie review, I'm going to be fair. I'm going to be totally fair right now. If every single one of you who watch this movie review give a thumbs up on this review, okay? Every single one of you. If every one of you leave a thumbs up on this movie review, I'm going to. Yep, I'm doing it right now. I'm telling you right now. I will rewatch The Exorcist for you. I don't want to. But if everyone that watches this, if there's, say, hypothetically, I don't know, 30 views on this, or if every one of my subscribers, which I don't think this is going to happen, if every one of my subscribers watches this, right, this review and likes it, if I get thumbs down, right, if I get any thumbs down, no, I'm not doing a review on The Exorcist. So you'll know by the time you've watched this entire thing, you'll know I've given you a challenge. If you've thumbs down this review because what I've said, then I'm not doing it. But if you've given it a like, if you've liked it, and I get like heaps and heaps of them, then I will review The Exorcist. I will. I'll go into full detail and I'll do it for you. That's how much you guys mean to me. I'm not even kidding you. That is genuinely how much you guys mean to me. Now, I have not seen The Exorcist in a very, very, very long time, but I would genuinely, I'll do it. I'll scare the pants off myself just for you guys. Whoa, I tell ya. Whoa. So anyway, guys, the director of Veronica is Paco Plaza, which is a very, very unusual name. And guys, basically it is what it is. And for those of you guys who have been following my channel for any period of time at all, guys, I just want to take this opportunity right now to say seriously, thank you so much. I'm not joking you. This isn't a joke. thank you. Seriously, thank you. Thank you for checking out my movie reviews, my channel. I really, really appreciate it. Honestly, it's so much fun to do these reviews, to edit them together, to just give you guys fun, enjoyable content that I know you're going to like, and I hope you like, because why not? And, you know, I can't wait till the movies reopen again, because I'm just going to pour out. I'm going to really, really take my time in doing my movie reviews now. I'm not going to just pump them out, because there's no hurry to get them out, and they've already always been out in America before they hit Australia anyway, so there's no hurry. So for anyone who has been following my channel for any period of time at all, you know what time it is, guys. For those of you who know what time it is, say it with me. Guys, it's trivia time. But you know why I give you guys trivia? Because in my personal opinion, trivia is like icing on a cake. And before I go any further, guys, I'd like to just ask if you would be so kind, if you haven't already, give a thumbs up. As I said, the more thumbs up, the more that you'll get a review for Exorcist. But also, if you're new to my YouTube channel, guys, one, thank you and welcome. Seriously, it's good to have you here. But go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel, guys. And if you're on a mobile device, go ahead and click that bell for notifications. That way when I drop anything, guys, it'll be all yours straight away. So it's trivia time! The movie prominently features the Spanish rock band Heroes del Cimaro. Every non-instrumental song of the movie soundtrack is by the band Veronica listens to on her Walkman. Veronica's room features at least 2 posters and 1 calendar by the band. Veronica wears a t-shirt by the band through most of the night scenes in this movie, guys. That's pretty funky. I like that. That's a nice plug for the band. Next piece of trivia is, guys, this movie is based on true events. Yeah. Next piece of trivia is, guys, this is the first film by the main actress, Sandra Escacena. Next piece of trivia is, guys, and this is the final piece of trivia, guys, because that's all the trivia in this movie review. Around 12 minutes into the film, the girls are in the classroom and the history instructor urges to head to the roof to see the eclipse. She also tells the girl named Rosa to deactivate the slide projector. Veronica stands in front of it, and on her chest there is an image of the sun eclipse, which when she shuts off the machine, it disappears. This may be an indicator that Veronica days are numbered with her even knowing it at that time. Guys, you guys are amazing. Thanks for being here. I really appreciate it. If you haven't, go ahead, subscribe, like. As I said, if all of you like this movie review, honestly, I'll do a review for Exorcist, guys. I don't want to, but I will. That's how kind I am to you guys. You guys are amazing. I appreciate your time. Appreciate you being here. Seriously, thank you so, so much. It's awesome. Have you had a chance yourselves to see Veronica? Leave your comments in the comment section below. I would actually genuinely love to hear what you think about the movie Veronica. Do you like scary movies? Leave your comments in the comment section below. Talk to me, guys. I'd love to hear back from your comments. I really appreciate it. You guys are amazing. Until my next movie review, whichever that may be, or it might be Exorcist, depending how many likes I get. Don't forget, guys, who's bringing this movie review for Veronica 2017. This is Superman Steve, always bringing you fun, love, and kindness in my movie reviews and my honest opinion for my movies. Flying out.